Did you know that nearly 70% of adults who struggle with relationship issues trace their challenges back to their childhood experiences? Surprising, isn't it? So, what happened exactly in childhood? How were you treated in childhood? Were you loved enough, cared enough, or were you ignored? All these things can silently shape the way you love your partner today. Hi, this is Vidya Ragotra, and for those who all don't know me, I would like to introduce you that today I am a relationship and mindset coach. I've worked for last 14 years in helping women and men re-establish healthy relationship in their marriage as well as in their couple relationships without compromising on self-respect or self-esteem. Sometimes people who come to me are lone rangers. They work all alone on their relationship. They take the 100% responsibility and transform the entire relationship. There are n number of case studies, successful case studies that I have where only single partner has saved the relationship. So this is Vidya Ragotra, and today we are going to explore a powerful truth. Our childhood experiences, they just don't fade away. They become the lens through which we see love, intimacy, and connection. By understanding this link, you can finally begin to see why your relationships unfold the way they do. Many of us enter relationships hoping for happiness. Some find, but some don't. You might notice yourself attracting emotionally unavailable partners as well. Constantly you're in fear that they will leave you. They'll leave you. They're abandoning you. Or sometimes you struggle with trusting them. They are physically with you, but emotionally they're detached. They don't want to attach with you at all. They love their space, they love their freedom, and they want to do what they want to do. They just don't want to be answerable to you. These are the emotionally independent partners. They are the people who are emotionally available to only abandon you. So these aren't random things. They are often the result of your unresolved childhood wounds. Maybe you grew up in a home where affection was rare. As a child, you needed affection, but when the affection was needed, at the same time, you were ignored that affection. You were not given whatever affection was required. Maybe your parents were busy, maybe they were fighting constantly, or one of the parent was always absent. Without realizing it, those patterns can show up in your current relationship. You may overgive yourself to the partner just to feel loved. You may feel that, oh, I need to clean the house. Oh, I need to show up on time. I need to dress up on time. I need to look a certain way to feel loved, to get recognition. I need to speak in a certain way, or I need to fulfill his desires or her desires to feel loved. So you always have that equation going on in your head. What should I do so that he loves me? What should I do? If I do this, then maybe I'll get love. So many women end up in the cycle of cooking, cleaning, and reading, constantly intellectually satisfying the conversations with partner. Many women get into cycle of proving themselves and making their partner interested in them. And that's an endless cycle. These all things shut down when conflict arises. You start feeling unworthy of true connection. You feel tired. How much you are going to do with these emotionally absent partners until the shine lights these hidden roots. The same pain keeps repeating again and again and again, and you feel, what's wrong? Where am I going wrong? I'm doing everything that is required to get his attention, but he's just not giving enough attention. He feels he can come to me whenever he wants and he can go whenever he wants. He doesn't have anything to do with me. So, psychology has a long studied this connection. Attachment theory tells us that the way our caregivers responded to our needs as a children, the way our caregivers responded to our needs as a children, whether it was consistent or neglect, it may be predictable or unpredictable. It always directly impacts how we bond with our partner as adults because your attachment styles are designed in the childhood itself. If you were given inconsistent love by your caretakers or caregivers, then you naturally manifest inconsistent love and care from the existing partner. If you were neglected in childhood, naturally the current partner neglects you. If the behavior of your caregiver was unpredictable, then naturally the current partner's behavior will also be unpredictable. So everything directly impacts to how you were treated by the caregivers in childhood. As bizarre as it sounds, it's true. For example, if you experienced consistent love and support, you're more likely to feel secure in your relationship. Whether you're getting love and support, it doesn't matter. But you are going to feel secure in relationship. But if you were given inconsistent love and conditional support, you got to prove yourself, then we will support you. You got to prove yourself, then you will get love. If you were given such conditional love and support and there was no consistency in it, then no matter how much love and support your partner is giving, you will always feel insecure. And the partner will be drained giving you love and support. So, whatever love you felt, conditional, unpredictable, it might grow you into anxious partner. Sometimes you might even become avoidant partner. Research shows that unresolved childhood trauma like emotional neglect or constant criticism, it creates deep beliefs inside us, a deep thought process which says that I'm really not good. Love is always going to hurt. Love is an emotion which brings pain. So one should never love. So such kind of thoughts silently start dictating our destiny. Such thoughts, they put you into choosing between love and other achievements in your life. You try to figure out how can I balance love and achievements, but you end up prioritizing achievements and you start giving up on love because that was the pattern in childhood. You were always neglected. So the history keeps repeating itself. I once worked with a woman, She kept choosing partners who are emotionally always unavailable. Even when they were in relationship with her, they were always busy. Then emotionally, they never replied to her text. They never replied to her calls. Their replies were okay. Really? Good. Thumbs up. So textually she was not happy. Then whenever they spoke on phone, they were always like, hmm, hmm. They are also emotional unavailability. And eventually she used to find they will find some or the other reason to get busy and abandon her. They'll start ghosting her. So even if she was in a physically intimate relationship, emotionally she was not fulfilled. And her physical intimacy was not enough to bind her partners. She was choosing wrong partners and there were multiple failed relationships. It's not that she was attracting them organically, but the problem was that every partner that came in her life was abandoning her. So we started gently exploring her past, and then we realized that her father often promised her that I'll be there on PTM, I'll be there on your birthday, I'll be there on your annual function. But every time he promised, he never showed up. And that girl, poor girl, she kept waiting in her childhood to see in the audience if Papa is there or not. She always waited for him when holidays started. She kept waiting, but the father never appeared. So there were lots of false promises. And that's how the existing partners that were coming, they were fulfilling some promises they were not fulfilling. They promised her, oh, I'll communicate with you, I'll have long conversations with you, I'll emotionally fulfill you. But they said that and they didn't follow their word at all. So everybody, all the guys that came in her life, they were like that. So this little girl inside was waiting for the love which can feel reliable. Like somebody says something and they are going to follow it. She was actually waiting for that. So the moment she connected those dots, everything shifted. She no longer saw her failed relationships as a fault. The moment she understood, oh, this is the cause, that's the reason. Now she stopped connecting the dots. Instead, she understood her patterns. And with that awareness, she finally began choosing the love which was safe, which was secure, stable, nurturing. Every time she was with a partner, she knew that he is going to be with her. She knew that whenever she wants to feel like speaking to him, he's going to reciprocate. He's going to be emotionally available as well. He's going to be attentive. When they're sitting in a cafe face to face, he's going to listen to her and act on whatever discussions are going on. It's not going to go deaf ears. So she started getting that kind of partner. She got into relationship. It was very safe, very nurturing. Now that's the power of understanding your childhood. It doesn't define you forever. Sometimes you might feel like the cycle is repeating again and again and nobody can solve this problem. But that's That's not the case. It is just your belief, and maybe it is just in your world that you think that these problems are not solvable. The world has really advanced, and there are really modern techniques to handle these problems as well. This explains why things feel the way they know. So give yourself the power to change. Give yourself permission to change your world. Give yourself permission to change yourself. Unless you give yourself permission, nothing around is going to change whatsoever. People feel past cannot be changed, whatever has happened. That's not true. That's really not true. Everything can be changed. You just got to believe that I need to create a new future for myself. I can't be crying over what has happened in past. And if certain patterns are repeating, I better solve them. I better solve them like a pro rather than repeating failures again and again. So, yes, your childhood plays a huge role in shaping your love life. But good news is awareness is the first step of transformation. I always say awareness is the key. Because the moment you have awareness, you have this awareness also that if there is a problem, there is a solution also. So, by understanding the patterns you carried, you can break the pattern. You can create a healthy, fulfilling relationship you truly deserve. Now, I would love to hear from you. Do you see patterns from your childhood playing out an active role in current relationship? Share in the comments below. And if you want to go deeper, watch my next video where I'll talk about how to break free from unhealthy relationship cycles. Trust me, it's the next step towards love that feels whole and real. Thank you.